There was a time I didn't listen to secular music for about 2 years or more. I mean, not one single song that doesn't talk about Jesus on my phone. And think that I used to be one of those people that had some lyric book in secondary school. I love music. There was another time when God specifically told me to stop watching movies completely. I can't forget that one. I was in Power season 3. If you know me, you know I like my crime TV shows. Now, secular music is not bad. I listen to them. But there are a lot of bad songs you shouldn't be listening to. But that's not my point today. At the time, God had me give up my playlist for a greater good, which was for me to grow well spiritually. Same thing with the movies, because I like watching series. I could binge watch an entire season in one sitting. First of all, that's not healthy. And two, I was in a season where God was preparing me for an assignment. I was a student, I had to read my books. I also had to spend long hours in prayer and Bible study, because eventually I was responsible for hundreds of souls, so I couldn't afford to waste time. Now I have a rule of thumb that I don't do more than 2 episodes per day. If the film is too sweet, 3 max, because I try to give God at least a tithe on my day. That's over 2 hours, and the average episode these days is 1 hour. I don't want to spend more time feeding my flesh than I do feeding my spirit. This is not for everybody, but if you're really hungry for change and spiritual growth, there are certain sacrifices that you must make, certain training you must undergo. I feel like when you work closely with God, there's a level of consecration that comes with that. There's things that He will use to keep you in check, such that others may, but you can't. My examples happened several years ago, but we're only trainings for the bigger sacrifices that I have to make today. And I'm not going to use my personal consecration as a standard for anybody, because it deals with us differently. I mean, God can ask you to stop wearing makeup, even though wearing makeup is not bad. Do you understand? There are jobs you may not be able to take, even though the pay is great. Places you may not be able to go. Apostle Paul says all things are lawful, but not all things are beneficial. I said all this to say that if you want to experience spiritual growth, then you must be willing to pay the price of consecration. It is going to demand from you, and you need to let go. That's discipline, and you must feed your spirit more than you feed your flesh.